So hopefully it's no surprise to you that to make it as an online fitness coach in 2025, you need to be posting content regularly. But the question then becomes, what sort of content should you be posting to turn your social media platform into a lead generation system? Hey, my name is Ollie Carson. If you're new to the channel, I've successfully built 2 online coaching businesses to multiple 6 figures per year, and now I mentor personal trainers and online fitness coaches to do exactly the same thing. And in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly what sort of content you should be posting on a regular basis to ensure that you're generating leads and making sales for your online program. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the iPad, grab yourself a pen, grab yourself a piece of paper, get a brew, and let's get comfortable. So the first point to note is if you want to make any considerable amount of cash in your online coaching business, you need to have an offer that is going to pay you handsomely and deliver an exceptional results for your clients. So I've already done a training and a video on this, and I recommend that you go and watch that video. If you haven't already, I'll leave it up here somewhere, but that will talk through in detail how to set your offer up in such a way that you are selling high ticket coaching. But now that you're selling high ticket coaching, what is the content strategy that you should be following day to day, week to week, in order to get conversations started, to position you as an authority, and ultimately to sign up these high paying clients? So we're going to break this down into 4 sections. So I'm just going to create a quick square on the page here and show you the 4 different types of content that every online business owner should be making, especially online fitness coaches. The first of which is what I call LLC. Now, LLC stands for Loveable, Likeable Character. You can think of this as your personal brand, like who you are as an individual, what separates you from everybody else. What are your interests outside of health and fitness? You know, what are the things that make you tick? What are the things that you stand for? This is your opinions, this is your beliefs. I want you to try and not be vanilla. I don't want you to be the gray man or the gray girl. I want you to be unique and different and your true, authentic self, right? Don't be afraid to be a little bit weird and separate yourself from the noise of other coaches posting similar content to you. So lovable, likable character is a really important part of your content strategy. And the easiest way for you to showcase this is, just to show all of the things that you're doing outside of your coaching business. So maybe you train jiu-jitsu, maybe you are really into fast cars, maybe you drive a nice fast car, take pictures, you put videos up, talk about it on your stories. Do these things that are going to separate you from the noise of the fitness industry. The second type of content that you need to post is proof. Now, when you think about somebody purchasing something from you, whether it's in person or online, there are 3 things that need to happen. They need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. Okay, this is universally known across marketing and sales. And with the LLC content, the lovable, likable character stuff, we're getting people to know you. Okay, with proof, we're getting people to trust you. Okay, we're getting people to a point where they see your stuff, they see your marketing, and they see you as somebody who can get results. And the only way that we can build that trust with your audience on social media is by regularly showcasing social proof. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see coaches making is that they don't show social proof enough. And the reason that they don't show social proof enough is because they feel like they can only present the finished article, the end result. You've been working with a client for 12 weeks or 16 weeks, and then you can show the before and after image, the amazing transformation. But actually, there is an opportunity throughout that entire coaching process to share that client's progress and the steady steps that they're taking towards that end result. If you're somebody who's working with clients but they're not finished yet, you can still be creating social proof content by sharing testimonial messages, clients checking in with you, saying how great they're feeling. All of these things really fill the cup and show your audience that you can do what you say you do, right? That is really, really key. The next piece of content that you need to post, and I almost reluctantly say this because it's such an overused word in our industry, but it's value-based content, okay? The whole point with value-based content is to demonstrate and flex your knowledge and your expertise. You're basically positioning yourself as an authority. You got to let your audience know that you have the information and the knowledge to take someone from point A to point B. And you also need to create a feeling of reciprocity, right? If I give you something for free that is useful and something that you can physically take and make use of, you feel inclined to give something back to me. So when I do my call to action posts, or I say I'm looking for clients to work with, there's almost a feeling of obligation to reach out and want to work with me because I've given you so much in the past as it relates to value. Okay, so value is incredibly important as part of your content strategy. And then last but certainly not least, that leads on nicely to our calls to actions. Okay. And again, this is a big, massive sticking point for the coaches' content that I often review. I'll look at their pages and they are simply not calling their audience to action nearly enough. And the reason that they're not calling their audience to action is because they are worried about what other coaches and what other fitness professionals might think of them if they are asking for new clients, saying they're taking on new people. They're worried that they're going to look desperate or needy, or they're worried that another coach who follows them is going to think that they're not busy or they're not successful. And this is really frustrating, right? Because ultimately these people aren't feeding you, they aren't financing you, they're not fucking you, so forget them, right? I love that. The three F's are really important. Don't concern yourself about the opinions of other coaches who aren't putting money in your account. What they think is completely irrelevant, okay? You need to do what's right for you, your coaching business, and your ability to sign up clients. Now, when we get into a rhythm of posting this content on a regular basis, so whether that's lovable, likable character, social proof, value, or calls to actions, you've now got a rhythm in which you can start to follow week to week with your content strategy. So how do we split these things up and create a bit of a structured plan for you to follow 7 days per week? Well, let's break this down nice and easily. Lovable, likable character. I really like to advise my guys to do this on a Sunday. Now, the way that's working really well at the minute, and obviously this is always subject to change, but is like these weekly dump posts. You know, you'll see them on Instagram where people will put up a big collection of what they've been up to that week. You know, maybe it's some images, some videos of the things that they've been doing, but they'll put this big collection of the stuff that they've been up to that week and give an insight into the things that interest them, right? And it's building their personal brand. So that happens on a Sunday. Social proof can happen daily on your stories. And I really think it should happen daily on your stories. You never want there to be a time in your content week where people don't realize how good you are at what you do, okay? You can never put enough social proof out, is the point I want to make with this. And then as frequently as you can on your main page, right? So you might scatter 2 or 3 social proof posts on your feed throughout the week, and that can be on any day that fits in with your schedule. Calls to actions should happen on Mondays. Now, Mondays in the fitness industry are really powerful days of the week because what typically happens with your potential clients is they relax over the weekend, you know, they kind of kick their feet up, maybe they order a takeaway in or they go out for a meal with their friends and family, maybe they even go out for a couple of drinks, and they start to regret their decision making on Monday morning as they get back into their routine and into work. So if you can time a direct call to action post on a Monday, you're more inclined to get people putting their hands up and saying, look, I'm really interested in working with you because I've got to make a change, right? So Mondays is the best day to do your direct call to action posts. And on top of that, the last Monday or the last weekend of the month is the best, right? So if you land on like a Friday and it's like the 29th, this is when people are likely getting paid if they work a 9 to 5 or if they work in a job. And when people are just getting paid, they're a little bit more frivolous with their cash, you know, they're feeling a little bit richer, and they're more inclined to reach out and inquire about services like online coaching. So the last weekend of the month is also a great time to do your direct call to action posts. And then value, I like to stack these on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Nice and simple, right? So you're doing 3 great value posts per week, you're doing 1 or 2 social proof posts, and you're doing 1 direct call to action post per week. And it's literally that simple, guys, okay? You don't need this super complicated content strategy where you're doing launches and big build-ups and all this sort of thing. You can literally just have a framework that you follow every week and make sure that your content is speaking to your ideal client. It's targeted towards the people that you ultimately want to work with, and you cannot go too far wrong from there. So guys, hopefully this video has been useful. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, if you want to learn more about creating your offers, your high ticket offers that are going to pay you handsomely and deliver an exceptional service to your clients, then please go and check out this video. Or if you'd like to speak to myself or my team in a little bit more detail about how we can support you on our one-to-one mentorship program, then just follow the links in the description below, and we'll look forward to speaking to you soon. Cheers, champ.